everyone. If there are two things that we love around here, it is our animals and supporting our troops. And today, Larissa is going to tell us how we can do both at the same time.
Yeah, oh, I'm so happy that we are discussing this.
Me
you know,
too.
so many people forget that when our military servicemen are being deployed, they might have animals and they don't know what to do with them. And instead of them having to end up in a shelter, there are people to help. And honestly, this was all inspired because the Hallmark Channel movie Love and Sunshine, which is airing this Saturday, it stars Danica McKellar as Allie, and she's a girl who decides to foster a dog. Now, the dog is actually named Sunshine. That's the dog right there. And Sunshine is a retired service dog who needs a foster home because her owner, Jake, who you can see right there, played by Mark Declan, is deployed to Afghanistan. Now, Jake returns home, and then Allie has to give Sunshine back, but she's kind of sad about it because she bonded with this dog. But of course, Allie and Jake get to know each other, and it's possible there's a bond between them as well. I cannot wait to watch, and I'm so happy that Hallmark Channel is covering such an important and amazing topic.
Me too. I mean, you know, I'm married to a veteran. John was in Afghanistan for 2 tours. He had a dog. Luckily, his mom took the dog when he went, but it is a big problem. A lot of people don't actually realize that when our troops are deployed, that they have a lot of pets sometimes, and they don't know where their pets are going to go. So this is a big issue. How can we help?
It's a big issue, and it's something that if you're a service member and you have an animal, that's your peace of home.
Yeah.
That's your comfort. That's your love. And so to not be able to bring that animal with you and to not know where it's going is heartbreaking. So there are amazing organizations. One of them is called PACT, P-A-C-T. It's PACT for Animals, and they help team up families that are willing to temporarily foster animals, dogs and cats that are owned by our service members. So when they have to go either to emergency training or training in general, or they're actually deployed for up to 2 years, these families will take the animals. And there were 2 dogs that were just so cute, Rebel and Dexter. There are so many success stories, but Rebel and Dexter here, their owner had to go into the Navy for 16 months, and a family took them in, fell in love with them, was sending them pictures and updating them on how they were doing. And then, of course, the reunion moment was just, it just gets you every time. Look at these babies seeing their family again. It just moves you to tears every time. And you know, what can you say? These animals remember.
They never forget.
Never forget.
Never
it's
forget.
such peace of mind.
And it's so important that there are people out there that will do that. People say, how can I help our military? Well, this is a great way to help the military. Something as small as just fostering an animal. And we actually have one of those wonderful foster families with us right now. Susan DeLida is joining us from Pennsylvania. Hi, Susan.
Hi.
How are you? Thank you for joining us.
You're so welcome. Thanks for having me.
Now, why did you decide that you would like to foster with PACT?
I have fostered animals throughout my life, and I love doing it. We took a break from it for a little while. Then my son went into the military. He's in the Air Force, and it felt like a corner of the world that I could participate in and I could be of help. He's away from us. He would love to have a dog. And I would like somebody to be there to help him through all the training and deployments he has to go on.
So it was important for you to do. I love that. Thank you. And thank you to your son for his service.
Yes, and his wife, too, in that picture. They're both adorable and beautiful, both of them. And then Kenny was your first foster dog, who you actually helped foster a few times. And, you know, it was kind of an emergency situation taking Kenny in. How did that all come to be?
I had signed up to be a foster family for PACT, and it took a little while, but then one night I got an email saying, hey, can you take this dog that is 2.5 hours away from you? And I said, absolutely. And Kenny's dad was leaving literally the next morning. And so he thought he had care arranged for Kenny. It fell through at the last minute, and he was in an absolute panic, and I felt horrible. And so he and I connected, and I was able to kind of calm him down and say, we're here, we're good people, it's going to work okay. He settled in, and he left for his deployment, and thank goodness for PACT. They actually drove to pick Kenny up after his dad had left, and they brought Kenny to me, and we were able to connect, and get him started in our home.
And then what was it like? Oh, look at those babies.
Oh, no.
What was it like when Kenny's dad came home? I can only imagine for you how satisfying it is to A, help him while he's gone, and then B, see that moment when they are reunited.
The moment, of course, is amazing every time because the dogs are just so happy and their parents are so happy, and it's so nice to be in the middle of that and see that happy reunion. It really is a wonderful thing to know that you can do this, to know that people feel so much more comfortable when they can go knowing their pets are taken care of.
Oh, that moment was just wonderful, seeing that video of his daddy coming home.
Now, Susan, for you, how does it make you feel to know that you were making such a profound change in our militaries, our servicemen and women's lives, that when they go over there, they have peace of mind that someone as wonderful as you is looking after their pets?
It is something that I did not realize was so important, that there's such a gap there, until my son went into the military and I saw how much he had to travel and leave home, and he had no real sense of a permanent home, and he was away from family. These dogs are family. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes that's the only thing our military men and women have that is a constant in their lives. And I'm so happy to be able to provide that help for them.
And we are so happy that you are doing that. And we're so happy for organizations like PACT. So, Susan, thank you so much for all that you are doing. Keep up the good work. And thanks again to your son and your daughter-in-law for their service. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Larissa, what a great organization. And again, I mean, the idea that our animals never forget. Seeing the humans and the pets be reunited is one of the most heartwarming things you could ever see. It brings tears to my eyes every time. It
brings tears to my eyes every time as well. I mean, the videos that you see of the reunions just is amazing. And it also, you know, it's not... These people are being brave. They are fighting for our country. They are doing miraculous work. And it is not the animals' fault to have to be put in a shelter because of it. They should get just as much care as their humans. So I'm so happy for organizations like that take it to heart and really help both the human and the four-legged animal.
Me too. And I'm so happy for you, Larissa, as are all the pets out there. We love you, Larissa. For more information on how you can foster with PACT, please visit pactforanimals.org. And be sure to watch the premiere of Love and Sunshine Saturday, August 3rd at 9/8 Central right here on Hallmark Channel. And to keep up with all of our amazing Summer Nights premieres, you can check out our Hallmark Movie Checklist app. You can add movies to your watch list. You can view trailers, so much more. And it's free and available on iOS and Android devices. Oh, so sweet.
More to come. Find out what our family is wearing, buying, and DIYing this summer. Plus, look around because the life of your dreams is actually right before your very eyes.